We're recording. So I've made 3 videos called How to Make Your Mobile Videos Cinematic. This one is about frame rate. So first of all, what is frame rate? Motion picture technology is basically taking a lot of still images and playing them in succession quickly. Each one of those still images is called a frame, and the rate at which you play those still images is the frame rate. Your traditional movies for the last number of decades have all been shot at 24 frames per second. Just about every movie you've ever seen was shot in 24. Now personally, I think that there is a certain magic to film. But then lots of other video gets shot at other frame rates. Now usually when you're shooting digital video, like on your phone, it's gonna default to 30 frames a second. That's the rate where they shoot the news or sports or other things that are shot at higher frame rates, and I think it lacks that certain magic flicker of film. But on some phones, there'll be a setting where you can shoot at 24 frames per second. And it so happens that our good sponsors at LG just put out a phone called the LG V10, which can shoot in 24 frames per second. One of the best things you can do to make your video look cinematic is shoot in that frame rate. Now, in recent years, some filmmakers have decided to shoot movies in higher frame rates. For example, several movies have come out recently in 48 frames per second. Some people feel that the motion looks smoother, more realistic. I think it looks like the news.
I respect your opinion.
Now I'll admit, maybe I'm just biased. Maybe it's just because I've grown up with that 24 frames per second frame rate, and when I see something different, it's just jarring to me. Or maybe there is something actually special about the way that frame rate interacts with the way that our eyes or our brains perceive light that just works somehow. But I'm actually curious how you feel about it. Do you prefer the 24? Do you like the higher frame rates? Do you think that those higher frame rates still look cinematic? I am curious to know. Thanks again.